Proverbs 11, verse by verse in various versions. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Scales of deceit are hated by the Lord, but a true weight is his delight. The Lord hates people who do not measure weights honestly. He is happy when they measure things honestly. The Lord hates false scales, but he delights in accurate weights. The Lord abhors dishonest scales, but an accurate weight is his delight. A false balance is an abomination to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, but accurate weights are his delight. When pride comes, then comes shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. When pride comes, there comes shame, but wisdom is with the quiet in spirit. Some people think they are great, but they will really be ashamed. But people who do not think like that speak wise words. When pride appears, disgrace accompanies it, but humility is present with wisdom. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. When pride comes, then comes shame, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. The righteousness of the upright will be their guide, but the twisted ways of the false will be their destruction. Good people are honest, so they will always know what is the right thing to do. Bad people say things that are not true, that will destroy them. The integrity of the righteous guides them, but the hypocrisy of the treacherous destroys them. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the unfaithful destroys them. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the treacherous shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. Wealth is of no profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness keeps a man safe from death. Much money will not help you on the day of your death, but if you are a good person, you can save your life. Wealth won't help in the time of judgment, but righteousness will deliver from death. Wealth does not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from mortal danger. Riches don't profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the good man will make his way straight, but the sin of the evildoer will be the cause of his fall. An honest man walks a straight path, but the bad things that a man does will destroy him. The righteousness of the innocent creates a level path, but the wicked fall by their wickedness. The righteousness of the blameless will make straight their way, but the wicked person will fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the blameless will direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. The righteousness of the upright will be their salvation, but the false will themselves be taken in their evil designs. The good things that good men do will keep them safe, but the bad plans of cruel men will cause trouble for them. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the treacherous are trapped by their evil desires. The righteousness of the upright will deliver them, but the faithless will be captured by their own desires. When a wicked man dies, his expectations shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perishes. At the death of an upright man, his hope does not come to an end, but the hope of the evildoer comes to destruction. A bad man dies, and then what he wants dies with him. All that he wanted from his power becomes nothing. When a wicked person dies, his hope vanishes, and what he expected from his scheming comes to nothing. When a wicked person dies, his expectation perishes, and the hope of his strength perishes. When a wicked man dies, hope perishes, and expectation of power comes to nothing. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked comes in his stead. The upright man is taken out of trouble, and in his place comes the sinner. Trouble does not destroy a good man, but it happens to the bad man instead. The righteous person is delivered from trouble. It comes upon the wicked instead. The righteous person is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked turns up in his stead. A righteous person is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked takes his place. An hypocrite, with his mouth, destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. With his mouth, the evil man sends destruction on his neighbor, but through knowledge the upright are taken out of trouble. People without God can destroy you by the way that they talk, but wise words keep good people safe. By what he says, the godless person can destroy his neighbor, but through knowledge the righteous escape. With his speech, the godless person destroys his neighbor, but by knowledge the righteous will be delivered. With his mouth, the godless man destroys his neighbor, but the righteous will be delivered through knowledge. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. When things go well for the upright man, all the town is glad. At the death of sinners, there are cries of joy. When good men do well, people in the city will be happy. Also, people will be happy when bad men die. The people will shout because they are happy. The city rejoices when the righteous prosper, and when the wicked perish, there is jubilation. When the righteous do well, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there is joy. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. By the blessing of the upright man, the town is made great, but it is overturned by the mouth of the evildoer. A city becomes great when good men want it to be happy, but the words of bad men destroy it. Through the blessing of the righteous, a city is built up, but what the wicked say tears it down. A city is exalted by the blessing provided from the upright, but it is destroyed by the counsel of the wicked. By the blessing of the upright the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. He who has a poor opinion of his neighbor has no sense, but a wise man keeps quiet. A silly man thinks that the people near to him are not important, but a man who is wise will not speak. Whoever belittles his neighbor lacks sense, but the discerning man controls his comments. The one who denounces his neighbor lacks wisdom, but the one who has discernment keeps silent. One who despises his neighbor is void of wisdom, but a man of understanding holds his peace. A talebearer reveals secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit conceals the matter. He who goes about talking of others makes secrets public, but the true-hearted man keeps things covered. If a man talks too much, he tells people secrets. You can tell your secret to a man who is wise. He will keep it secret. Whoever spreads gossip betrays secrets, but the trustworthy person keeps a confidence. The one who goes about slandering others reveals secrets, but the one who is trustworthy conceals a matter. One who brings gossip betrays a confidence, but one who is of a trustworthy spirit is one who keeps a secret. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. When there is no helping suggestion, the people will have a fall, but with a number of wise guides, they will be safe. The people in a country will fall if it has no wise men to lead it, but the words of many wise men make the country safe. A nation falls through a lack of guidance, but victory comes through the counsel of many. When there is no guidance, a nation falls, but there is success in the abundance of counselors. Where there is no wise guidance, the nation falls, but in the multitude of counselors there is victory. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hates suretyship is sure. He who makes himself responsible for a strange man will undergo much loss, but the hater of such undertakings will be safe. If you promise to pay the debt of a stranger, you will be sorry. If you do not promise things like that, you will be safe. Securing a loan for a stranger will bring suffering, but by refusing to do so, one remains safe. The one who puts up security for a stranger will surely have trouble, but whoever avoids shaking hands will be secure. He who is collateral for a stranger will suffer for it, but he who refuses pledges of collateral is secure. A gracious woman retains honor, and strong men retain riches. A woman who is full of grace is honored, but a woman hating righteousness is a seat of shame. Those hating work will undergo loss, but the strong keep their wealth. A gracious woman attains honor, but ruthless men attain wealth. A generous woman gains honor, and ruthless men seize wealth. A gracious woman obtains honor, but she who hates virtue makes a throne for dishonor. The slothful become destitute, and ruthless men grab wealth. A gracious woman obtains honor, but violent men obtain riches. A gracious woman retains honor, and strong men retain riches. The merciful man does good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubles his own flesh. The man who has mercy will be rewarded, but the cruel man is the cause of trouble to himself. A kind man causes good things to happen to himself. A cruel man causes trouble for himself. A gracious man benefits himself, but the cruel person damages himself. A kind person benefits himself, but a cruel person brings himself trouble. The merciful man does good to his own soul, but he who is cruel troubles his own flesh. The wicked works a deceitful work, but to him that sows righteousness shall be a sure reward. The sinner gets the payment of deceit, but his reward is certain who puts in the seed of righteousness. The money that bad men get because of their work will not do any good thing on their behalf, but the man who does the right things will receive good things. Evil people earn deceptive wages, but those who plant righteousness are truly rewarded. The wicked person earns deceitful wages, but the one who sows righteousness reaps a genuine reward. Wicked people earn deceitful wages, but one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. As righteousness tends to life, so he that pursues evil pursues it to his own death. So righteousness gives life, but he who goes after evil gets death for himself. The man who decides to do right things will live, but anyone who does wrong things will die. Genuine righteousness leads to life, but whoever pursues evil will die. As righteousness tends to life, so he that pursues evil pursues it to his own death. True righteousness leads to life, but the one who pursues evil pursues it to his own death. He who is truly righteous gets life. He who pursues evil gets death. They that are of a froward heart are abomination to the Lord, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. The uncontrolled are hated by the Lord, but those whose ways are without error are his delight. The Lord hates people who make plans to do bad things, but he loves those people who always do the right thing. Devious minds are abhorrent to the Lord, but those whose ways are innocent are his delight. The Lord abhors those who are perverse in heart, but those who are blameless in their ways are his delight. Those who are perverse in heart are an abomination to Yud-He-Vav-He, but those whose ways are blameless are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Certainly, the evildoer will not go free from punishment, but the seed of the upright man will be safe. Be sure about this: the Lord will punish bad people, but he will save the children of good people. Be sure of this: the wicked will not go unpunished, but the descendants of the righteous will go free. Be assured that the evil person will certainly be punished, but the descendants of the righteous will not suffer unjust judgment. Most certainly, the evil man will not be unpunished, but the offspring of the righteous will be delivered. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Like a ring of gold in the nose of a pig is a beautiful woman who has no sense. A beautiful woman may refuse to know what is good. A woman like that is like a gold ring in a pig's nose. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman without discretion. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who lacks discretion. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who rejects discretion. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. The desire of the upright man is only for good, but wrath is waiting for the evildoer. What good people want always causes good things to happen. Bad people may get what they want, but then God will punish them. The desire of the righteous is to seek good, but the hope of the wicked results in wrath. What the righteous desire leads only to good, but what the wicked hope for leads to wrath. The desire of the righteous is only good, the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is that scatters and yet increases, and there is that withholds more than is meet, but it tends to poverty. A man may give freely, and still his wealth will be increased, and another may keep back more than is right, but only comes to be in need. One man gives away his money, and he gets even more. Another man refuses to pay his servants for what they have done, and he becomes poor. Those who give freely gain even more. Others hold back what they owe, becoming even poorer. One person is generous and yet grows more wealthy, but another withholds more than he should and comes to poverty. There is one who scatters and increases yet more. There is one who withholds more than is appropriate, but gains poverty. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that waters shall be watered also himself. He who gives blessing will be made fat, but the curser will himself be cursed. If you give away your money, you will receive more. If you help other people, they will help you. A generous person will prosper, and anyone who gives water will receive a flood in return. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that waters shall be watered also himself. A generous person will be enriched, and the one who provides water for others will himself be satisfied. The liberal soul shall be made fat. He who waters shall be watered also himself. He that withholds corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon the head of him that sells it. He who keeps back grain will be cursed by the people, but a blessing will be on the head of him who lets them have it for a price. A man may want to keep the seeds that people can eat from the plants in his field. People will speak bad words against him if he is waiting to get more money, but they will say good things if he sells those seeds to them. People will curse whoever withholds grain, but blessing will come to whoever is selling. People will curse the one who withholds grain, but they will praise the one who sells it. People curse someone who withholds grain, but blessing will be on the head of him who sells it. He that diligently seeks good procures favor, but he that seeks mischief, it shall come unto him. He who with all his heart goes after what is good is searching for grace, but he who is looking for trouble will get it. The man who looks for good things will be very happy, but the man who looks for trouble will get trouble. The person seeking good will find favor, but anyone who searches for evil, it will find him. The one who diligently seeks good seeks favor, but the one who searches for evil, it will come to him. He who diligently seeks good seeks favor, but he who searches after evil, it shall come to him. He that trusts in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. He who puts his faith in wealth will come to nothing, but the upright man will be full of growth like the green leaf. A man may think that his money will save him, but he will fall like the leaves in autumn. But the good man will not fall. His valuable things will be like the green leaves in summer. The person who trusts in his wealth will fall, but the righteous will flourish like green leaves. He that trusts in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. The one who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous shall flourish as the green leaf. He that troubles his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. The troubler of his house will have the wind for his heritage, and the foolish will be servant to the wise-hearted. The man who causes trouble for his family will have nothing in the end, and the fool will always be the servant of the wise man. Whoever troubles his household will inherit the wind, and the fool will be a servant to the wise. The one who troubles his family will inherit nothing, and the fool will be a servant to the wise person. He who troubles his own house shall inherit the wind. The foolish shall be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that wins souls is wise. The fruit of righteousness is a tree of life, but violent behavior takes away souls. The man who decides to do good things lives a really good life. The man who wins souls is wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who wins people is wise. The fruit of the righteous is like a tree producing life, and the one who wins souls is wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who plucks that life is wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. He who is wise wins souls. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. If the upright man is rewarded on earth, how much more the evildoer and the sinner? Men who are good receive many good things. You can be sure that bad men will receive punishment. If the righteous receive what they are due here on earth, how much more will the wicked and the sinner? If the righteous is delivered with difficulty, where will the ungodly and the sinner appear? Behold, the righteous shall be repaid in the earth, how much more the wicked and the sinner?